Do you spend too much money on tech? I know I do. It's just so dang easy to. Technology is everywhere these days, and we rely on it for work, play, study, and even to look after our pets.
Click one button for manual feeding. Easy to add food for pet.
So when a fancy piece of tech comes along, it's easy to bust out the old credit card. Plenty of us end up buying goods or services that we don't really use or make the most of. And that's just money spent for no good reason. The good news is there are some easy ways to get more bang for your buck on tech and to save money. Here are our 5 top tips for saving money on tech. Tip number 1, consider mid-priced tech. 8K TVs, 100 megapixel plus phone cameras, fancy folding phones. They're all so beautiful. But do you really need them? The latest and greatest products often have specialist features or expensive add-ons that most of us won't use to their full potential. Those really expensive spec'd out laptops have enough power in them for video editors and 3D artists to work on projects all day. But do you really need that? Probably not if you're spending most of your time surfing the web or just working on Word documents. Even if you're gaming, unless it's like one of the biggest games out there, you probably don't need the highest specs anymore. Our advice, choose one of last year's laptops. Often they'll perform at exactly what you need, and they don't come with that flagship cost. And those enormous 8K TVs, yeah, they're very pretty, but you may find more bang for your buck, at least right now, by finding a deal on a mid-range 4K TV with newer features like HDMI 2.1 and HDR. For phones, most mid-price products are now coming with 5G, fingerprint sensors, multiple cameras, and they even run with the same speed and responsiveness as the premium models. So why pay extra? Speaking of phones, tip number 2, pick the right mobile plan. Just like our home and work life changed dramatically last year, so did our phone use. So a plan that you bought 2 years ago might not make as much sense as it does now. There's a good chance you're paying too much and paying for services you don't really need anymore. A good example is global roaming. With not a lot of international travel going on right now, it's probably not a service that you need at the moment. Also, consider your data usage. If you're staying at home and not traveling out as much, you might be paying for mobile data that you never use. A recent Finder survey discovered that the average Australian is paying about $56 a month for their phone plan. That's a lot of money, especially considering there are mobile plans out there that give you generous allowances for a lot less. A good example is the new mobile phone provider Gomo, powered by the Optus network. Gomo's subscription plan usually costs $25 for 30 days and includes 18 gigabytes of data, which honestly is probably plenty for most people. But they've actually got a couple of deals going right now. The first deal, if you're a new customer and purchase a SIM online before the 21st of Feb 2021, you can get the first month with the full 18 gigs for $10 instead of $25. Second, if you activate that first $10 subscription before 28th of Feb 2021 and pay the standard monthly fee for the following 2 subscriptions, you'll then get the next 3 months free. All up, you're getting 6 months of Gomo phone service for just $60. This plan makes it easy to just pay for what you need without all the other stuff. More information on these deals in the description. Overall, mobile plan prices fell by 17% over the 2019-2020 financial year, according to the ACCC. So if your phone plan price hasn't dropped during that period, it's definitely time to shop around. While you're checking your phone plan, it's probably worth checking your bank accounts for some sneaky subscriptions too. Tip number 3, do a subscriptions audit. Software subscriptions such as Netflix and Spotify and even Photoshop have become as common as the devices that we use them on, with most companies offering some kind of service in exchange for some kind of monthly fee. There's probably a few that you don't need right now though. While monthly subscriptions are easy to spot if you check your bank balance regularly, it's those yearly subscriptions that can really trip you up. Here's a trick to help you find them. If you used your Apple or Google account to sign up for subscriptions directly, you can actually find those by going to settings and searching for subscriptions. Both have a handy list of what you've subscribed to and when the next bill cycle will be. Once you've looked at those lists and kicked off anything that you're not wanting to use anymore, the next step would be to start looking at rotating your entertainment choices every month. Do you really need access to Disney+, Stan, Prime Video, Netflix, YouTube Premium, Binge, KO, and that obscure anime site every month? Work out what you're using now and get rid of the other ones. You can always sign up later if there's something that you want to watch. When it comes to music, if you're not married to your Spotify playlist, you can actually get music streaming services bundled with other services now. Amazon Prime give you both Prime Video and Amazon Music, as well as their Prime shopping service. YouTube Premium gets you ad-free YouTube and comes with YouTube Music. And Apple One comes with Apple TV, Apple Music, 50 gig of cloud storage, and Apple Arcade. And finally, some of these subscription services even offer family bundles, which are pretty good to look at if you're living in a share home or with your family. Tip number 4. Trade in your old tech. In an effort to reduce electronic waste, many tech companies are now allowing you to trade in your old devices. Samsung, for example, allow you to trade in a wide range of their phones when you buy through them directly. Apple lets you trade in most of their devices to buy any other new Apple product. If you've got old tech that's likely to be replaced by the new, keep an eye out for these kind of schemes while you're shopping. But don't expect a pile of cash coming your way if the device is damaged or dirty. If you don't know what to do with your broken old devices, most manufacturers will offer to recycle them for you anyway, which is pretty cool. Just don't expect anything in return. Tip number 5, get protection. Finally, get some protection on those devices, especially your phone. While smartphones are way more durable than they used to be, it's still a good idea to get a screen protector and a sturdy case. I'm talking from experience here. This did not have a screen protector and I barely dropped it. A case and a screen protector will set you back less than $100, and that's a lot less than paying for repairs or worse, a new phone. If you have a particularly expensive device that you cannot live without, it might also be worth looking into insurance. You can actually get insurance for your device in a few ways. You can get a plan that is specific for your device. You can add it to your home and contents insurance, or you can get a phone plan that comes with insurance when you sign up for the contract. Just make sure to read the terms and conditions before you sign up for any of these plans, as a lot of them don't cover certain types of damage. So those were our 5 tips on saving money on tech this year. How are you saving money on tech this year? Let us know in the comments. If you want to save even more money, we've actually got another 6 tips to get more bang for your tech buck over at finder.com, so check that out. Links in the description. And make sure to check out those sweet Gomo deals. Links to those are in the description as well. And finally, as always, if you want more videos that help you save money and make money, subscribe to this channel.